everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. Here on our channel, we love talking about our favorite shows. We break down the latest trailers. We do unboxing videos for the new releases and also do giveaways to show our appreciation to you all. And like today, we also do movie reviews. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, definitely do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you're hitting the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. So as I had mentioned, today is a movie review, and this time is for the new romantic comedy on Netflix, The Perfect Date. Now, before I get into the good, the bad, give you my score at the end of this video, do me a favor, start your comment now. Let me know if you guys thought the trailer was interesting, and ultimately, if you decided to watch the movie, press play on your Netflix queue. Let me know what you guys saw in the film. But with that being said, let's talk about The Perfect Date. Save up for college, Brooks Rattigan creates an app where anyone can pay him to play the perfect stand-in boyfriend for any occasion. Alrighty guys, so like I do with all of my reviews, I always like to start off top with the positive. So going into this film, I saw the trailer last week, and I'll say this, I don't normally seek out romantic comedies. It's not necessarily my genre, but you know, I appreciate a good romantic comedy, and the star of this film was in one of my favorites last year, which was To All the Boys I Loved Before. So going into this, I was keeping my eye on Noah. He is someone that I think of a couple actors, like I think of Tom Hanks, I think of Matthew McConaughey, who started their careers in the romantic comedy realm. And you also get different genre actors when they get into the industry. They start off with either romantic comedies or horror, and they do a couple of those, and then they branch off to do something else. And I know I don't think it's been official yet, but I know he's going to potentially be the lead of the new He-Man film. So that was one thing. I was like, you know what, let me see what this kid's doing. I've seen most of his films. Haven't been a big fan of all of them, but I will say, like, All the Boys I Loved Before was a really good, enjoyable romantic comedy, and I was really interested to see how he's going to be in this film. So I have to say, the kid's pretty solid. We get a mixture of all the characters we've seen him so far in these Netflix films, which, by the way, it seems like him and Netflix are just the best of buddies, which is cool to see. You know, it used to be back in the day, Hollywood, you would see a actor being in the same studio films and build that relationship. So it's interesting to see that Netflix is kind of creating their own kind of, you know, building up a particular star and obviously being a draw-in for him. And then once he branches off these big budget films, you know, that audience will go towards him. So it's interesting to see his career go out so far. I thought he was pretty solid. Him and his chemistry with the young lady, Laura Marano, I thought they were pretty solid, and they were, you know, had some good laughs in the film. So that was definitely a positive. I like their chemistry. And again, I think this Noah kid is someone to keep an eye out for. Now, you know, I will never be a person that's gonna downplay a film that has a solid message, even though all the messages weren't necessarily my cup of tea. But at the end of the day, I took away something from this film, and I always like when a film does this, when they have a message in the sense of knowing who you are and appreciating the people that appreciate for you knowing who you are as a person. So I like that message in this film, where not giving too much away, but you know, Noah and Laura character, they think they have to be a certain way and they have to be accepted in a certain group of people. They want to go to a certain school. They want to go out with this person they think is cool and unique, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, they find out things aren't always as they seem. They have to be themselves. They find out who themselves are. And I always appreciate when a film can have a message like that. You know, another thing too that I liked about this film, it does have some very cliche moments, which I'll get into in a little bit. But there are some, I don't want to say twists, but there are some different perspectives. They do some swerves in the film. They do have a couple surprises, I'll say, where you think a character is going to be this type of way, which most of them are, but then they also have a little bit of backstory, a little bit of heart to them. You know, when you think something's going to happen, like, oh, okay. But then they kind of put a little twist on it, and he has to earn something, as we kind of see in these romantic comedies, where they just kind of, things happen, and it just kind of plays out exactly. This film has a couple twists and surprises that were very surprising for me. Jumping into the negatives, I just kind of mentioned it last, where this film is very cliche. It has the moments where you have a best friend jealous because the friend kind of goes off and do their thing. You have the moments where the parents are kind of in a rut, and you have the one parent that has a divorce and the parents that are too overwhelming. You have all those moments in this film, which is very predictable and made the film very, like I said, just kind of on my phone, just kind of knew where things were headed. And, you know, you kind of get those moments throughout the film where it's just very predictable and very cliche for a romantic comedy. Now, again, I went into this film knowing I wasn't necessarily a target audience, but I will say a lot of the jokes did not work for me personally. There were a couple good laughs here and there, especially from the Laura character and also Noah, but the dad jokes, the teenage jokes, the wittiness or thinking they were witty didn't really land for me. So a lot of the jokes kind of fell flat. Again, going back to this I'm not necessarily target audience, I still think as the film was crafted, it was a little generic and kind of bland and really didn't have any charm to me at times. Again, I like Noah's charm, I like Laura's charm, but everyone else, the surrounding characters, just kind of didn't have much to do, and kind of, again, the overall story, again, when you see this trailer, it is what you think it is, with a couple of, different things, but that was probably the biggest thing, was the direction. The story was just kind of bland and generic. I can go on and on about the negatives, but at the end of the day, wrapping up this video, giving you guys my overall thoughts. It's not necessarily a throwaway Netflix film. It's not your kissing booth. It's definitely not on that level. I will say I'll give this film a solid 2.8 out of 5, and that goes to the performances, again, of Noah and Laura. I thought their chemistry was great. Again, I appreciate a film that has a pretty solid message, again, about knowing who you are and accepting who you are. But again, on the negative side, very cliche, very predictable, and just kind of generic. But again, 2.8 out of 5. Let me know. Again, I'm not the target audience, guys, so you guys might love this film. Check it out on Netflix, and then when you do, let me know what you guys thought of it. Comment below. Share this video. Give it a thumbs up. As always, follow us on all of our social media accounts. Check out our other recent Netflix reviews that we have on our channel right now, as well as our Star Wars, The Rise of the Skywalker. Check out that trailer reaction. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Thank you for watching this review, and we'll see you on the next one.